Advertise smarter with Targetable.
Guys, I'm super excited. 5 ways to unlock wild engagement on Instagram. Again, I want to make sure that everybody can hear me pretty well. It looks like Emily and Taisha and Alexia and Nikki can all hear me. And look at all the, oh my God, there are so many people on here. Steven, what's up, buddy? I tried to call you back this morning. And Ralph and Kylene and Julianne. Emily, Alexia, David, Charles, Amy, so many people. I want to make sure that all of you can hear me. So pop over to the chat real quick. Just let me know where you're calling in from if you haven't already. We're kicking this thing off. There's the spin. Here's the bubbles. Let's get going. New York City, Kylene, what's going on? Amy in Nashville. Man, I'm going driving around New York City tomorrow just to eat Nashville hot chicken. Charles in Virginia Beach. Steven, you're in Saratoga. What's up, buddy? Was hoping you might be near me. But all right, okay. Who's excited? You guys excited? I'm excited, okay? Now, throughout this webinar, I'm going to ask lots of questions. They're going to sound rhetorical, okay? But they're not. They're intended to get you doing this. Yes, Rev, yes. And you can literally bob your head, right? You can say out loud, yes, Rev, or you can go into the chat and you can literally go just like this, yes, or yes, Rev, okay? The key here is like, I'm here to bring you guys some heat. I'm here to bring some help. I want you engaged and I want you saying yes, 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 yes. Okay, so let's get the chat out of my face so I can see that. We got lots of people here. Oh my God, there's so many people in here. Guys, good morning. Hello and welcome to today's presentation. 5 ways to unlock wild engagement on Instagram. Anne wants to know if this is live. Anne, if I just called you out and asked if it's live, is it live? I would say it's live. All right, listen, I want to give a quick shout out to my team at Branded Strategic for helping to promote this webinar. Also, my friends at Targetable and my friends at Driscoll Foods, which might be how you found out about this to begin with. So listen, we're going to be on here today for like 30 or 35 minutes. And before this webinar ends, I promise you will learn how to optimize your Instagram efforts so that you can easily grow a local loyal following and get your followers engaged with your content. Okay. Now, at the end, we're going to have a full Q&A, okay? And I will be super excited to answer every single question that I can, okay? And what I'm asking you to do is please don't pop them in the chat where we're currently talking right now and saying, yes, Rev. Put those in the Q&A. It's much easier for me to go through the Q&A. But as you have questions throughout the webinar, put them in the Q&A. We'll get them to the end. But that is not the only reason to stick to the end, okay? I have a special gift for you that's free, and I promise it will help your business, okay? So by the end of this presentation, you will have gained 3 really important things, okay? Actually, you're going to get more because you started off with 5 proven methods to grow your engagement, okay? I'm going to give you some tips on creating incredible content in literally just minutes, okay? And I'm going to show you the easy button to attract local guests. You're really going to like that one. Yes, Rev. Okay. Again, I promise you will learn how to optimize your Instagram efforts so that you can easily grow a local loyal following and get your followers engaged with your content. Hi. If you don't know me, my name is Rev Ciencio. That's my screen name. You can follow me on socials if you want. I used to own a bar in New York City. I did. So I know exactly how hard it is to do what you do. I know how hard it is to market and brand a location-based business. I know how hard it is to drive recurring revenue and increase order frequency. I know all that stuff, okay? But now I'm a hospitality marketing consultant, okay? I help restaurants raise awareness, acquire, and retain customers through three methods: digital marketing, social media, and the use of incredible software, okay? I also take really silly photos of me and food, okay, like this one, okay? I have more than 20 years experience in branding, in digital marketing, hospitality, and I've worked with literally hundreds of restaurants to help them attract and retain guests, okay? A lot of people know me as a restaurant and hospitality marketing influencer, and that's because I run a couple Instagram accounts with more than 650,000 followers, but that's my main one that you should check out, okay? Today, we are here to talk about how to optimize your Instagram efforts so that you can easily grow that local loyal following you're looking for and get your followers engaged with your content. Now, I also co-host a podcast with inspirational thought leader mindset coach John Shaw. He's my coach. It's called Restaurant Executive Mastery, and it's a podcast where you get to hear how literally the top restaurant executives and founders bring transformational changes to their business. This afternoon, it won't be live today, but we're actually talking to the CEO of A&W Restaurants, and we want to ask him, like, how to survive COVID. What can you do? How can people think about this? So Check out the podcast. Just go to rev.give/podcast and you can check out all the episodes there. Okay. The show is created to help you master your mindset and find inspirational ways to change your business from the top to the bottom. Okay. Restaurant Executive Mastery. Check that out. It's rev.give/podcast. I'm going to pause for a second to drink a bubble because I'm assuming you're going to that link. Okay. Let's come back in. Okay. Listen, why is Instagram so important for restaurants? Okay. Instagram actually turned 10 years old last year in 2020. And the percentage of US adults in 2019, the prior year, who used Instagram increased. It went up from 35 to 37% with 116 million active users in the US. That is not people who've downloaded it and people who've created a profile. Those are 116 million active users. People are opening it up every day. Now, comparing Instagram to Facebook, because I think Facebook's pretty important too, but why focus on Instagram? The user demographic skews a little bit younger, okay? Most of the Instagram user population is younger than 34, definitely younger than me, okay? For US teens, Instagram is the second most preferred app to Snapchat. Now, I think you guys are probably monkeyed around with Snapchat. It's hard to do marketing there. There's no swipe ups and links and calls to action, which makes Instagram really the one you want to be on, okay? What's super important for the restaurant business is that 53% of millennials, which is a majority of the people on Instagram, go to eat out once a week. So these are frequent restaurant visitors, okay? Now, here's the thing. The average Instagram user is on the platform for 53 minutes a day, okay? That's about an hour. For those of you who are good at math, I'm not. Okay. About an hour a day, people are on Instagram. And here's what ties it all together. The number one most popular form of content on Instagram is fashion. Okay. Can you guess what number two is? The answer is yes, Rev, because it's on the screen. Yes, Rev. Okay. It's food. Food is the second most popular form of content on Instagram. Okay. So here's the thing. There's 116 million active users. 50% of them are millennials. Right? Millennials dine out once a week and spend an hour on Instagram. And number two thing they look for is food. This is why Instagram is so important for a restaurant. Okay. Here's the thing, right? Consumers look at the content of their friends and their family and that they're sharing for restaurants, right? And they also love looking at your foodos before they decide to come eat with you. If you are a restaurant marketing your business on social media, it is time to add rocket fuel to your Instagram account. Now, this is a yes, Rev question. I want you to go into the chat and I want you to bob your head. Do you want to rocket fuel your Instagram account? Now that you know these numbers, now that you know how intense it is, and you might have already known this stuff, do you want to rocket fuel your Instagram account? Emily wants to, and Julianne wants to, and Marcella wants to. I assume we all do. Okay, good. We're getting that yes rev going. We're doing bob in our head. So let's rip into this, okay? Most people get frustrated with Instagram. Okay, let me know if this is you. It can be a lot of fun, right? When you have like that one post that does like really well, you know, or a customer walks in the door and they say, hey, I saw that thing you posted on Instagram, or like when a really big influencer or a media outlet posts about you, like those are awesome. Those are super great, right? Those are great. But they're few and far between, right? And it's not enough to like just fuel the fire of what you're looking for, okay? Here's a question. Don't we all wish it was as easy as it was for Frank at East Village Pizza? Who's following Frank? I follow Frank. Okay. He has crazy followers and it feels like he is constantly in a state of going viral. And if you don't follow Frank and East Village Pizza, you should, because you will learn something. Okay. You will definitely learn something, because it feels like he's always in this state of going viral. Okay. Well, here's the thing. Okay. That's because he is. Okay. And it's because he does a number of things that we're going to show you today. Frank knows the secrets. Okay. I'm going to show you secrets today. If you implement these things into your efforts starting today, I will show you that creating good content is actually really easy. Okay. That you can do it in 5 or 10 minutes. Okay. I'm going to show you that Instagram can work while you sleep, because there's an easy button to do that will help you grow a local following. And I will show you that engagement is as simple as asking for it. Okay, so we got 3 secrets today. Incredible content is easy. Instagram works while you sleep, and you can use calls to action. All you have to do is ask. You want to join me on this journey? Are we good? Yes, Rev, we want to join on this journey. Are you ready? Are you excited? Does this sound good? I mean, I'm excited. I know these things work. I'm excited for you. Thank you, Emily. I appreciate that. Thank you, everybody that's saying yes. Okay, let's get in. Okay, Thank you, Julian. I'm glad you're excited. Okay, you're about to learn 5 ways to unlock wild engagement on Instagram. You are going to go from liking Instagram to loving Instagram. Doesn't that sound great? Yes, Rev. Okay, Marcelo is yes. Okay, we're going to show you ways to make this easy and how to make your Instagram activity perform in line with your business goals. That sounds good. Okay, you will learn how to grow a local loyal following and get your followers engaged with your content. We're going to go through each one of these and show you some tips on how to execute it. Okay, so here we go. Watch this. Just watch this. Hold on. Let's hit play and boom. Okay. I took a photo off Instagram from my local pizza joint, Farizzoli's Italian Kitchen. Maybe some of you guys know them. I know Steve Donnelly does. Okay. I took a picture literally from their Instagram. I screenshot it. Okay. I love them. If you know me, I talk about Farizzoli's all the time. Okay. I wanted to edit this photo and show you that it can be done in less than a minute. Look how easy I make this look. Here's the thing. It actually is that easy. I took a photo that they took. It wasn't a bad photo, but look how much better that photo looks in only 39 seconds. 39 seconds. Did you think that you could make a yellowish dark photo that maybe wasn't so awesome look totally appetizing in only 39 seconds? Did you think that was possible? Okay. Well, here's the thing. I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay. I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. Okay. This is a free app that you should go download. Again, it is free, 100% free. There's no upsells, nothing. It's free. Just go to the Google Play Store or the Apple Store and download Snapseed. Okay, you can easily open up images and you can quickly edit them. What I do it in 39 seconds. You're not going to do it that fast the first time, but a few tries and it's really easy to use. Okay. It's a free app. Like I said, 100% free. Just go to the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store and download it, right? And you can easily open up images and quickly edit them. This is what I use. This is what influencers use. This is a good one, okay? Julianne, I hope I answered your question there. The app is Snapseed, okay? But let's talk about those photos. I want to give you some supercharging here, okay? It goes without saying, okay? But we're going to say it anyway. If you take a photo of food in a dark and messy area that is out of focus, it's going to look terrible, right? It doesn't matter how much editing you do, right? Okay, you can't save trash, okay? It's not going to be engaging. It's not going to look appetizing, and it's not going to generate you any business, okay? So first thing you want to do is make sure that your subject is well lit. Go outside, take a photo, or do it next to a window. Try to avoid direct sunlight because that can like burn out your photo and make it all orangey. But you can go kind of in the shade or next to a building or whatever, right? But here's the thing. You don't want pure shade. You want to get that balance, right? And here's the thing. Okay, it's bright and sunny today, as you can see on my face. When it is a cloudy day out, run outside. Grab all your food and run outside. Cloud cover is actually awesome for natural lighting. For me, when I see that's a blue sky with cloud cover, I'm like, we are taking some food photos today because the natural light is beautiful. Okay. So again, you want to make sure that your subject is well lit. Okay. I bring a light with me. Actually, here's my light right here. I'll show it to you. Boom, boom. Right. When I can't get the environment I want, I just bring it. Okay. That cost me $40. Okay. If you want to know where to get one of these, send me an email after the webinar and I'll send you a link where you can buy one. Okay. But you need some good lighting. Okay. Here's the other thing. Make sure that wherever you're taking that photo, make sure it's clean. If you're taking that picture in a messy kitchen or a dirty table, it's going to look terrible. Okay. The same goes like food and wrappers and boxes. Maybe not the best idea. Bring them out, put them on plates, display them. Okay. Sometimes what I do if I go to a restaurant and everything just comes in wrappers, I'll unfold the wrapper, put it on the edge of the table, and then scoot the burger or the sandwich all the way at the edge of the table so you just kind of see it. That's okay, right? Here's the other thing, okay? Use people in your photos. When you show people enjoying food or having a great time, it always helps to drive the emotion, right? And here's the other thing. I can't believe I have to say this last bullet point, but make sure your pictures are in focus. And that is as simple as tapping the screen and letting it focus, okay? So there you go. Outstanding photos. Here's how to get them. Okay. Now let's move on. You guys ready to move on? Who here likes cheesecake? Who here likes pumpkin cheesecake? Said Ralph, I got some hand raisers. You guys are so active this morning. I love it. Emily, I see the questions that you're putting in the chat. Put them in, use the Q&A function. We'll get to those later. And anybody that has questions, pop them in the Q&A. We'll get to them. Okay. So let's talk about pumpkin cheesecake, right? We all love it. Sure. Pumpkin cheesecake sounds really freaking good, doesn't it? It's like almost lunchtime. We could probably all go have a pumpkin cheesecake right now. But let's do something. Let's read these captions. So let's start on the left. Homemade pumpkin cheesecake with rum caramel topping weekend special. Sounds good. Looks good. I'd eat that. Right now, look at the one on the right. Okay, don't look at the image. Just read it. I've got 5 words for you: salted caramel pumpkin cheesecake bars. Wow. That's a wow emoji. They're super creamy and packed full of flavor with a crumbly ginger biscuit crust and a layer of luxurious caramel on top. I'm getting excited. If you're looking for last minute Thanksgiving dessert ideas, this is it. The recipe is linked in my bio. Okay. Forget that the one on the right is an awesome photo. It is. Okay. But based on the description, if I read you those 2 descriptions alone, which one do you want to eat? Okay. The answer is obvious. It is the one on the right. And it's like 4 sentences. Right? You can talk 4 sentences into your phone and have it dictate. Okay. You don't have to think about being a writing Jesus. Right? Here's the thing. These dishes might be made exactly the same way, but first of all, we got good photos now, right? Now we got to make sure that we have what? Engaging captions. Okay. This leads us to number 2. You got those outstanding photos. You need engaging captions. Okay. Assuming you have engaging images, which you do, because I just showed you how to do that in videos, you now need engaging captions, okay? And look at this one from 5 Napkin. I love this one. Not to be dramatic, but we die for chicken and waffles. Wow emoji. Join us for brunch and see what all the hype is about. Fire. 2 sentences. 2 sentences. And we're all right now, all of us, whatever, how many 20, 30 of us that are on here right now going, I want some chicken and waffles, because they have a great photo and an easy to write engaging caption, okay? You're looking at that chicken and waffles, right? And you are thinking dramatic and you want those chicken and waffles, okay? It doesn't take much. It's food. People already love food. Okay, you just have to engage them in it, okay? Make all their senses crave what you're serving, okay? Let's talk about some engaging captions, okay? We talked about Frank from East Village Pizza, okay? Check out his one. What the entire caption here? Cheesy cheese or buffalo chicken pizza. It might actually be a sentence. I think that's a sentence fragment. But here's the thing. It's engaging. Go look at the comments. He's got 63 of them. And almost every person is actually answering with one of the 2 options, right? They're doing exactly what Frank presented. Okay, now when you're writing these captions, remember, the most important information goes first. So if you have a call to action, hint, that you want somebody to order from you or click a link in your bio or take a method, you always want to put that first, because what Instagram does is they truncate the message and you see what says more ... Make sure that the eyeballs see the most important information first, okay? Be a little provocative. That pumpkin cheesecake bar, it was kind of provocative. It got the senses going. You know what I mean there, right? Ask questions. Do what Frank did. Do you cheesy cheese or buffalo chicken pizza? Do you want Swiss or cheddar? Do you, dressing or no? I don't know. Do you like it hot or mild? But ask questions. You know what else is really engaging? A contest. Let people enter to win a gift certificate or a free meal or to come make pizza with you, maybe post-COVID. But run a contest. That's pretty engaging. Okay. You can also have an opinion. You can say something that's controversial, and it doesn't have to be politics. You could be like, I believe that pineapple belongs on pizza. Now, I don't really care if you like that or not, but people get wrapped up into that. Or I think a hot dog is a sandwich. It is super easy. And yes, Amy, pineapple does belong on pizza, not all the time. Okay. But have an opinion. So if you have the most important information first, you're being provocative, you're asking questions, you're running contests, you have an opinion, you will do what? Get more engagement. If you're doing these things in your posts, right? You're literally, without begging, you're like, it's basically asking people to please come and engage. So here's we go. Okay, great. Number 1, your photos are looking killer. Okay. You're writing engaging captions. Okay. We're getting to that path of unlocking wild engagement on Instagram. Okay. Let's talk about number 3. Are you a fan of modeling? Do you guys know what modeling is? You know what modeling is, right? Do you know how it works? Basically, you go and you find an example of someone or a business who's having success doing the thing that you want, and then do it yourself. Okay. That doesn't mean copy. That just means understand what they're doing and then also do it, but do it your way. And if you want to be more like Shake Shack, by example, go study what Shake Shack does on Instagram. Okay. Here's the thing. I'm going to use this as an example. Shake Shack wants people to use their app. So what do? They promote it on their Instagram, but they don't just promote it. They don't say download our app. Okay. They tell people to download it, but then they give them instructions on how to do it. If you go see this post, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And you can see how to use it. And they have a call to action and they give them the steps and they tell them what to do. So the customer doesn't have to wonder what it is or ask questions or know what next. Okay. Here's the thing. Do you want to drive more online orders? I'm guessing you do, right? You want to drive, that's a yes, Rev. Yes, Rev, I want to drive more online orders. Well, here's the thing. Number 3, use calls to action. Okay. But thank you, Amy. But the key is this. Don't just ask in a call to action. Tell people what is the next step. Literally lead them down the path, just like Shake Shack does here. Okay. Now, I want to specifically talk about calls to action for online ordering. It's a COVID universe. We're trying to figure this out. It is clear that online ordering and delivery and pickup is huge. So I'm going to give you some action here today. Okay. How often, I get asked this all the time, how often should you promote online ordering calls to action? How often? What do you guys think? The answer's on the screen, so you should already know. 1 out of 3 of every piece is a content. Okay. Now, 1/3 of your content sounds like a lot. Okay. But it's important to your business. You have been given permission to market to your customers. It is okay to ask them to take action. It's okay to ask for things. They have signed a social contract by following you that they're okay with you marketing to them. Okay. Now, here's the key, and this is very, very important. Okay. As my buddy Donald Burns says, write this shit down, WTSD. Okay. I'm about to show you the difference between hard and soft CTAs, hard and soft call to actions. Okay. This is what's known as a soft call to action. Okay. Let's read the caption together. Instagram pie the day arrived may look like a classic house pie, but this pie is special. Homemade mozzarella, San Marzano, tomatoes, Parmesan, and basil on a delicious pie. Order on our website, link in bio. This is a soft call to action. The post is about this pizza. It's about this special pizza that now we all want to go to Kingsbread Social Club and eat. But at the very end, Dave Lindsay, who owns Kingsbread Social Club, so a restaurant owner just like you, put in there, order on our website, link in bio. The post is not about online ordering, but he makes a call to action. That is a soft call to action, where it is a follow-up to the content. Let me give you another example, okay? This is from Emmy Squared. I love Emmy Squared. Okay, get your hands on Le Big Mac outside to go or delivered from any of our locations tonight. Check website for hours and delivery for availability. It's a double stack beef patty, American cheese, some Sammy sauce, green pickle, blah, blah, blah. This also is a soft call to action. The entire content is not about online ordering. It's about this burger and has an action in it. Okay, so do we understand what a soft call to action is? Yes, yes, Rev? Okay, soft call to action is the post is about whatever's in the image, and a call to action is added to the caption. That is a soft CTA. Now, what about a hard CTA? I love this example, makes me laugh every time because it's pretty cute. Okay, from Fuel Pizza. I have your attention, please. May I have your attention, please? You can get takeout or delivery now with a link in our bio. That is all. Thank you. There's no mention of what's happening in the photo. There's no mention of food. There's no mention of anything. The post is about online ordering. It is a hard call to action. Okay. You need to make sure that you have a mix of soft and hard, right? And you never really want to post food and whatnot without telling people what the next step is. Let's have another hard CTA. We'll go back to 5 Napkin. These guys are masters. Okay. Have no fear, we deliver. Hit the link in bio and visit us at 5napkinburger.com/online order and use code FIRSTORDER for 25% off your first order directly through our site. Doesn't even mention the hamburger, okay? This is a hard call to action. This is giving the guest instructions on what you want them to do and how to do it, and they gave a sign-up bonus, okay? Now, do we understand the differences between soft and hard CTAs? Everybody got this? I'm gonna take a sip of water while everybody says yes. Thank you, Emily. Thank you, Julianne. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for saying yes. Yes. Okay. 1/3, April raised her hand. Okay, cool. I love it. All the yeses everywhere. Make sure that 1/3 of your content has a call to action and use a mix of hard and soft CTAs. Okay. So now you've got great photos, right? Your captions are getting people's attention. You're getting them to take action. You want them to take with well-constructed calls to action. Okay, this is already leading to a lot more engagement than you've gotten before. You are creating really, really great engaging content. What is next? Okay, those images are great. The audience you're building is great. It's driving return trips and you're getting orders from your guests. So how do we dial this up and get new customers as well? You turn that awesome content into an ad, an actual ad. I'm not talking about a promoted post. I'm talking about actually going into Ads Manager, right? And turn it into an ad, okay? So now that you've created this great and engaging content, like why stop there? We know it's working. We know it's awesome, right? Those photos look great. The videos look awesome. They're already getting likes. They're already getting comments. They're already getting shares and saves. Take them to the next level. Turn them into ads, okay? Don't waste your content. Put it to work, okay? Listen, I know this. Posting to Instagram takes a lot of time, right? You have to think of like what to post. You have to get to the right photo. You got to edit the video, right? Then you have to go like think of some hashtags and you got to write the caption and right. And if you're following along, what else do you have to do? You have to engage, right? That's a lot of work. That's why a lot of restaurants don't do it. Or if they do it, they do a poor job. I only see like 10% of restaurants get this right. Okay. If you are a really big brand, you might even hire an agency to do ads for you, or maybe you have an employee whose full-time responsibility is to create content and manage your Instagram account. Okay. That is how you grow a local following, is with ads. Okay. All of this work, it's hard. It takes a lot of time and effort. And even when you've done all of that, it still takes time to build a local audience. Okay. Here's the thing. Here's a misconception. Hey, typically people don't follow a restaurant on Instagram unless they've already eaten there or have a plan to do it. So that means all this effort that you're doing, all these things you're doing, it's not really good at awareness for new guests, right? It's good for retention. It's good for people that have already dined with you. So how do you get awareness with your efforts on Instagram? How do you connect to people that live or work near you? How do you get them to find you when they're like scrolling through Instagram? I'm like on a break from Zoom calls and I'm just scrolling. How do you get me? Okay. You do it with ads. Okay. And that is a whole other level of difficulty. So I want to help you alleviate some of the difficulty of doing ads, right? How can you use Instagram to gain awareness? Okay. You automate your ads. And what does that mean? If you want to gain local awareness, use Instagram advertising. It's an affordable way to have your content flying around Instagram and popping up in feeds of the people that live or work near your stores, all right, and are interested in the type of food you serve. And for no joke, pennies an impression. You can have ads work to help people discover you and your restaurant. Okay. Now, if you don't want to learn how to do ads, right, or you just don't want to take the time to manage your ads and you don't want to shell out the big bucks for an agency, you should automate your content and your Instagram ads. And how do you do that? I'm going to tell you. Okay. Now, you guys know I like technology and I consider myself a tech evangelist. When I know tech will help you work smarter, go faster, and achieve results, I'm going to make suggestions that you use it. Okay. Check out Targetable. It is incredible. Okay. Targetable makes the headache of Instagram ads really, really easy, and it is super affordable. Okay. It creates the ads for you using the content you already made. Okay. All you have to do is go in and like tweak them. Maybe you don't want ads running on a Friday night because you're already busy. Or maybe you want to optimize for clicks to your online ordering. Okay. You can't do that when you promote a post on Instagram. You don't have those options, but you can with Targetable. Okay. I know lots of restaurants who only need like 20 or 30 minutes a week, maybe even less, to manage their awareness ads using Targetable. And they're spending like $10 a day on ads. It's probably less than you spend on toilet paper, to be honest. Okay. Targetable takes your audience, your data, your content, and it creates the ads for you based on your goals. And if you want to automate local awareness marketing through Instagram so you can focus on other things, you do, right? Use Targetable. If you want to know more about Targetable, let me know. I'm happy to tell you more. But here's the true story. It is custom built for restaurants, but I've even used it on my own ads to get people into these webinars and stuff. Okay. They generate the ads with your content, your data, and your goals just for you. You just go in and tweak it. It's really easy and you push it live. Okay. Do you want an easy button to grow a local following? This is it. This is how you get that easy button. Okay. All right. Here we are. This is the last turn. We're near that finish line. Okay. Wild engagement is yours. It is in your sights. Your photos look incredible. Okay. They make people want to stop the scroll. Your captions are engaging. They make people want to get in on the conversation and leave a comment. Your calls to action are strong and leading people to take the next step in their journey. And you've turned that killer content into ads. And now you're generating new followers. And orders. Now what? What else? Okay. You have to optimize your hashtag usage. Okay. People use hashtags to search for things they're looking for on Instagram. They're also a part of the formula behind what hits the explore page, which is really, it's a key to find people in a way to get them to engage. Okay. Now here's the thing. The explore page experience is different for every single person out there. It is curated based on their content, their engagement, and their interests. So, if a person that lives or works near your restaurant is engaging with local businesses, in particular restaurants, then they're likely going to get other restaurants in the area that appear on their Explore page. Okay. Do you want to be one of those restaurants? Do you want to be one of those restaurants that pops up on the Explore page to local guests? Yes, Ref. That's a yes, Ref. Okay. If you want to be one of those restaurants, okay, you need the right hashtags. And you're like, yes, Ref, please give them to me. Boom. Okay. What you want to do is use a mix of hashtags. Okay. You need what I call a hashtag recipe. Okay. You need hashtags that bring engagement to your page. You need hashtags that help you connect to locals who might be interested in dining with you. You need hashtags that help you reach the Explore page. You need the right hashtags. Okay. You need to make sure that you use different hashtags on each post. Because if you use the same ones over and over and over and over, Instagram will see that as spam and they will restrict people from seeing your content. So you don't just need the right mix of hashtags, you need a mix of hashtags between your posts, okay? Because you don't want to be spam. Okay, so think about what it is that your audience is looking for, not just what you want to be found for. Okay, and here's the thing: people don't go to Instagram and search for lunch; they do that in Google. Okay, but people do look at like pizza or burger or acai bowl. I love that example. I don't know why. And they look at things like that. That's how they're searching for content. Okay, consider using hashtags that are local. Okay, things to do in your city name, or your city's name in restaurants, or your city's name in food reviews. Think about local. Think about how to get to those. Those are hashtags that are going to connect you with local, because that's what we're trying to do here. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's your hashtag recipe. This is a WTSD. You can screenshot this. Okay, Instagram lets you use up to 30 hashtags. So how many should you use? I would tell you up to 30. Okay. Get more than 10, get around 20, get to 30. Okay. Now you want to have branded hashtags. You want to have local hashtags. You want to have food item specific hashtags. You want some food lovers hashtags, and you want 1 to 2 ordering hashtags. And you're like, whoa, Rev, what is all that? What is all that? We're going to break down each one. Don't worry. Okay. You know me, I'm an overgiver. Okay. Let's talk about branded hashtags. This is literally, what is the name of your business? So Fuel Pizza or Shake Shack or your business name. If you aren't already using a branded hashtag, just go search your name in the Explore page and see how your guests are already using a branded hashtag. And if you see one that has the most amount of likes, use it. Put it in your bio, and you want to make sure that you're including this branded hashtag everywhere. You can put this one repeated in your post, but use your branded hashtag, because basically what happens is people click on that branded hashtag that they posted a friend to use. You want to have control of most of those photos, because now we have great photos, right? So use your branded hashtag. Number 2, local hashtags. We talked about this, okay? Eating NYC, best food Indianapolis, always hungry Chi-Town. These are going to vary from town to town, so you got to do a little bit of search. Local influencers, if you follow some, probably are using these. Okay, but go, and even in like where I live, Rutherford, New Jersey, I can just search Rutherford, New Jersey and go find local hashtags. But the key here is not just your town name. Yes, you want your town name or your county, but you also want, there's food specific local hashtags like eating your city, best food in your city. So make sure that you have local hashtags that get specific to the people you're looking for. These are the ones that are most powerful. Okay. You also want some food item hashtags like pizza lovers and Burger Day and Nashville hot chicken. Why? It might not connect you to a local guest, but it's going to connect you to people that like that content. It's going to raise your engagement. That's what we're talking about, right? Unlocking wild engagement. I am happy to like a picture of a Nashville hot chicken sandwich that is not anywhere near where I live. Okay. You want to attract some of those people to your page, so you're getting the likes and the saves and the people talking about and getting to that Explore page. Okay. You also need food lovers hashtags. Now, I don't know that's what these are officially called. That's just what I call them. But things like Fork Yeah, and You Gotta Eat This, and Today I Did It Right, and Food Beast, and Devour Power. These are like hashtags that some brands create. And the idea is that we're trying to reach people who are really passionate and excited about food. And you need these food lovers hashtags. Again, they might not be local, but they're going to get you to the Explore page. They're going to get you likes from people who just want to click on photos of pizza. Okay, so you need those. Now, you also want to add some ordering hashtags. Now, this is kind of new for 2020. Okay, save restaurants, support local restaurants. I need to put a hashtag in there. Dine local, too small to fail. Put these in here. Okay, not only this is really like a mini call to action, but people that are looking at these hashtags are thinking about restaurants and looking for restaurants. So these are super specific to our industry, these ordering hashtags, and it aligns with our calls to action, right? So let's go back to this. Now that you've seen what they look like, let's go back to the recipe. Branded hashtags, You got to have your branded hashtag. You want 5 to 8 local hashtags, and you need a mix of like your geographic and food geographic. You want food item specific hashtags. You want 5 to 8 food lovers hashtags. We just talked about those, and 1 to 2 ordering hashtags. Get at least 20 of those, maybe 30. When you have that, you will start to get wild engagement on Instagram. We feeling good? We feeling good? We got that recipe? Okay. Amy says test, which I'm assuming means yes. Okay. So I promised you, okay, I told you we'd be about 30 minutes and you would find 5 ways to unlock wild engagement on Instagram. I promised that you would learn how to optimize your Instagram efforts so that you can easily grow a local loyal following and get your followers engaged with your content. Okay. When you have outstanding photos, when you have engaging captions, when you have great calls to action, soft and hard, when you're turning them into ads, and when you're using hashtags, you do all of these things and you will be playing your A game. Your Instagram efforts will be way more effective. Okay. Now, I know we went through these super, super quick, and I've already seen some questions coming in. Angela just raised her hand. Okay. I'm sure that you have questions. Please enter those into the Q&A. I'm going to go into the Q&A here. I see if you have a question, okay, just go over to the Q&A, not the chat, and enter those because I want to make sure that we get to all of them. Okay, because I went fast. I know that. Okay. Now, while you're entering your questions in the Q&A later today, once this video gets uploaded, okay, you're going to get an email from Targetable so you can watch the replay again because we went super fast. And maybe you are watching the replay right now. That's me talking to people in the future. This replay is going to happen. Okay. Here's the thing, okay? We will send this to you later, but I want to ask you guys a question. Can I ask you a question? Yes, Rev, I can ask a question. We just spent like 35 minutes together. I think it's been a pretty good experience. We had a lot of fun. I taught you a whole bunch of cool things. I know we went super fast. I knew I threw like a ton at you, okay? And I promised that you would learn how to optimize your Instagram efforts so that you could easily grow that local loyal following and get followers more engaged with their content. I know a way to make this much easier. Okay, I know a way to make this much, much easier. And you kind of already know what it is, but I want to ask your permission. Are you guys okay if I take a minute to go deeper into something that I think would make this a lot easier? If you're okay with that, go into the chat and just tell me, yes, you give me permission. Yes, you want to learn more. I'll just wait. All right, Julianne says yes. Emily says yes. Ralph says yes. Nikki says yes. Kylene says yes. Flavia says yes. Okay, good. Good. I don't want to assume that I have your permission. I always want to ask, okay? As always, you know that I believe in tech that can accelerate your business. That is why I talk about the ones that work, okay? You should check out Targetable. It will make your Instagram awareness efforts really, really easy, especially after you've done all the work to create that incredible content, okay? I've seen a lot of restaurants have success with this. They turn it on. It takes a few minutes a week to manage, and voila, you have ads targeting locals all the time and bring them right into your online ordering. So here's what we're going to do. Okay. We're going to launch a poll. I want to ask you guys a question. Okay. Now that we're asking questions, I want to know, do you want to learn more about Targetable? Do you? Do you want to know how to automate your ads and have this all work for you in the background now that you're making all this great content? You could say, yes, Rev, I want to automate my Instagram awareness right now. You could tell me that, no, you're not ready for this and you want to take the slow road. Maybe you already use Targetable. I get people on my webinars tell me they're already using the stuff I'm suggesting. Let me know. Or maybe, you have really complicated needs and you're using an expensive agency. So you could choose that option. But here's the thing, I want you to tell me, like, is this something that's interesting? Does having all these ads done for you, okay, after you worked so hard to get engagement and you've worked so hard to create that incredible content and you're using great light and great edits and you're getting all this engagement, do you want to have more followers? Do you want to get a more local and loyal engaged following? And would you be interested in learning how Targetable can help you with that? Okay. Here's the thing. It really can. I'm telling you. So you can answer here. Yes, Rev, I want to automate my Instagram awareness now. How can I learn more about this? You could tell me, I want to take the slow road. I'll figure it out brick by brick, person by person, and figure it out. Maybe you're already using Targetable. It doesn't look like anybody here is right now. Maybe some of you are using an expensive agency. That's okay. There are times when an agency, I work with an agency because an agency makes sense, but I want to know. We spent a lot of time today, went through a lot of stuff. Is this interesting to you? Okay, here's the thing, right? While you're thinking about your answer, I see a whole bunch of you have already said, yes, automate now. Because you attended this webinar and because you stayed to the end and because you're a winner and because you are here to play your A game, I got Targetable to agree to give you 1/3 off your first month. Okay. Yes, that is right. All you have to do is say you are interested right now. I'm going to get you in touch with somebody that can answer all your questions. You're not committed to anything at that point. Okay. You just ask questions about how this can easily automate your local awareness. Okay. And if you decide this is right for you, okay, you go, yes, Rev, it is right for me. They're going to give you a discount only because you're here right now and only because you said, yes, automate my Instagram awareness right now. So I'm going to give you guys like 30 seconds here. Most people are saying automate my Instagram awareness now. I'm going to give you like 30 seconds to tell me, do you want to learn more? Do you want to take a slower road? Are you already using Targetable or already using that expensive agency? Most people I know, after they've put in all this effort and they've done all this work and they have all this incredible engagement and captions happening, they're like, yeah, I want to learn more. I definitely want to learn more, Rev. All right. It looks like 65% of you, that is huge, are like, yes, I came here today to be a winner. Automate my Instagram awareness. Now I want to learn more. So, all right, guys, thank you. Thank you for doing that. I'm glad that you want to take that. You guys are action takers. I appreciate it. Okay. So we're going to bring that poll down. And just so you know, yeah, 65% of you said you want to automate it now. I love it. That is killer. Good for you. Smart. Now, about that gift I promised you, if you stayed to the end, I bet you thought it was the discount on Targetable. It is not. Okay. Here you go. Okay. WTSD. Once you have downloaded Snapseed, okay, and you start editing those photos, you need to know how to use it, right? Well, here you go. This is the exact edit sequence that I use on my photos. There's a few nuances I put in there, but this is where you should be starting. So what I want you to do is take a screenshot or take a photo of the screen, okay? You want to start with some white balance, just a little bit. You're going to use something called HDRscape. You'll see it when you open Snapseed. I use Find or People. Again, when you open Snapseed, you'll see what that is. You're going to want to then auto-tune the image. You'll see what that is. I then up the ambiance a little. I up the shadows a little. I up the saturation a little. And the last thing you want to do is do some tonal contrast, okay? Dial down the highs, dial down the mids. It makes things look like rocks. You don't want that, okay? But this is it. White balance, HDRscape, auto image tuning, and tonal contrast. This is how I do it in 39 seconds. And if you look at this beautiful, beautiful photo of pulled pork sandwich that I made, I'm pretty good at pulled pork. Okay. That one on the right, it's the same photo. It took me like 30 seconds. So now you got a screenshot. Look at the difference, these simple moves in that pulled pork sandwich. It just takes a couple of taps to make your photos look awesome. Okay. Everybody got a screenshot of this? Yes, Rev, we got a screenshot. Angela, I see your answer there. Thank you. We'll do that. We'll take care of that. April raised her hand. Annie Christoph raised her hand. You got the screenshots. You guys got the screenshots. Cool. Okay. What else did I promise you? Promised you 5 methods, right? I promised you a free gift, and I also promised you Q&A. Okay. And I see all the questions. We're going to get to those. Okay. Now here's the thing before we do that. So if you like this webinar and you want to take it to the next level, join me in 2 weeks. Okay. For a webinar that you're absolutely going to love. It's called 3 Proven Methods to Attract More Guests. Okay. We're going to walk through and I will literally show you 3 things, 3 ways that are guaranteed to get you more orders. It's happening on the 27th of January. Just go to bit.ly, that's bit.ly/3 methods. If you like this, if you now have this foundation of awesome content and awesome engagement, and you want to get more orders coming in and more guests, join me on the 27th, bit.ly/3 methods. This is going to be a really, really good one. I promise you. Okay. I work hard on these things because I want to over deliver. So I promised Q&A. Let's rip into Q&A. I'm going to close the chat down here. Let's get into this Q&A. So many questions. I'm super excited to answer these. Okay. Emily is asking, if you're a business and you are using people in your photos, should you have a photo release? Correct. From a legal standpoint, yes, that would make sense to have, a photo release. But what you can do, here's a way around that. If you actually want to do, I don't, but if you want to make sure that you have their permission, you do this. Hey, can I take a picture of food to share on my Instagram? Turn on your video and get video of them and say, hey, can I take a picture of you and put it on my Instagram? And they go, oh, yeah. You got video? Good enough as a contract. Okay. So yes, you should ask. You don't have to. Okay. But that's a great question. Emily said, I know you said 1 out of 3 posts should be about ordering, but what is the suggested amount of posts per day? Okay. It's up to you, right? So I would tell you this. You should post as often as you have valuable content to your guests and that they don't stop engaging. So if you had valuable content that you could share once an hour every day, amen, go for it. That sounds like a lot. Maybe twice a day. If you're like, I don't have that kind of content, how about every day? If you don't have that kind of content, how about every other day? I know you probably follow me. I post every other day, Monday morning, Wednesday morning, Friday morning, Sunday morning. Okay. That is enough. I've tested it. I've tested twice a day, once a day. I've tested only in the morning, only in the afternoon. And what works best for me is Monday morning, Wednesday morning, Friday morning, Sunday morning. So how many should you do? I don't know. What kind of stamina do you have? How much content can you get out there? Put a bunch of out there, see what happens and test. But I would try for once a day. I would try. If you can't get to once a day, do every other day. Okay, cool. I hope that helped. All right, done. Angela says, you are a rock star. Awesome. Thank you, Angela. I'm grateful. I'm just here to help you. I want to help create awesome dining experiences. I appreciate you saying that. And she says, how do we sign up for Targetable? That is an awesome question. So anybody that said yes, I will personally introduce you today to my buddy John over there, and then you can ask him any questions you want. Now, if you didn't say yes during the poll and you're like, wait a minute, Rev, I do want to talk to somebody at Targetable and learn more, email me. I emailed you this morning to remind you that we were doing this, and you have my email. Just reply and say, Rev, I want to learn more about Targetable. Okay. So Angela, I will make sure that you get an introduction. You're going first. Okay. Raquel is asking, hey, Rev, where did you get the portable light from? This thing. I bought it on Amazon for $40. Okay. If you want to know where to get this, email me. I will share that in an email. If you go to any of the emails I sent you today, yesterday, this week, last week, and just hit reply, and I will send you a link of where to get it, and you'll have it in a couple of days. I use it all the time. It's awesome. You can also get little small ones like this. I don't think they work as good. I like the big one, or you can get a handheld jammy like this one. Again, this doesn't give me enough light, but you get a handheld jammy. If you want to know where to get them, email me and I will show you afterwards. I have like a whole studio in here. What's going on? What else do I have in here? A little mini mouse. I got another camera. I got a light bulb. I have some peppermints. I got all kinds of fun. Oh, and I have a Grow Shark. Anybody like Grow Shark? Cool. All right. So if you want to know where to get the light, just email me afterwards. Amy is asking, how do you include people in the photos, wide shots, close up of hands, mix of both? Do you ask the come? Those are great questions. So I've already covered that. You can ask. Yep. Hands are great. Like if somebody holding a burger, right? Or holding up, I like to do the thing where I have a piece of pizza and I like lift up the side, one of the pieces in the back, because when hands are in photos or people, it gives perspective of how big or how cool that item looks. So, it depends on what it is. Different things, I like to think of food as emojis. You don't you don't think of a burger from the top down. When you think of a burger, you think of it as this view, just like the emoji, right? So if you want to include somebody holding a burger, you want to have them holding it in the same way of an emoji. And a pizza we think of as being round, maybe top down, maybe a hand in there. So, here's the other thing. Go look at, I talked about modeling. You don't have to just model how Shake Shack gets people to order their app. Go model how other people photo. Go look at what I photo. Look at the people I follow and how they take their photos. Go look at what other people does. And you'll get some clues in there, and then try some stuff. I take pictures that suck all the time, right? You only see the really good ones. So just model and try some things. Okay. It's a great question. Okay. Kylene Costello wants to know, do you recommend a halo light? I do. It's right there. Okay. There's a reason why I'm bright on this side and dark on this side, because I have a halo light right here. Look, watch. Whee! Okay. I do like the halo light. The problem with the halo light is it is clunky and big, and you bring it out of the back of the store and you set up a table, blah, blah, blah. It's not easy for quick photos. That's why I carry the little lights. Okay. But if I was doing a photo shoot, if literally it's like 9 a.m., the store's not open yet, and I really want to get some great, incredible photos, yeah, halo lights are awesome. Lots of people have them. My buddy Robert Austin Cho, who owns Kipchi Spoke, he has one. When you walk in the store, you see it. Or if you go to Carlitos Tacos in Lyndhurst, they have halo lights. Halo lights are great. You just can't use them on the go, right? But they are great. I'm definitely a fan of the halo light. Okay, done. And Ann is now asking, will this work for other industries like music? That is a great question, Ann. And the answer is yes. I did get a little specific, like you don't want food lovers hashtags in your music posts, but there's probably music lovers hashtags, right? So the concepts that I talk about, the things that I talk about will work for any industry. If you're a plumber, you're in the music business, you're promoting cars, you're welcome. I hope that was helpful. So, all right, guys, I see some other chat happening here. We've answered all the questions. If there's any more questions, I'm going to give you an opportunity to pop those in there. Angela says, really great. Thank you. I make it fun. I'm grateful. Listen, I don't do these webinars for me. I do them for you. I'm here to help. So it looks like, we've gone longer than I said we would. We're at 48 minutes. If you ask me to introduce you to Targetable, I'll do that today. If you still want to be introduced to Targetable so you can ask some questions about how to make this super powered, just reply to any of the emails and let me know. And if you want a recommendation of lights, again, email me. You guys have my email. You have my social. You can hit me any of those ways. And so I want to thank everybody who joined us today. There's so many of you. Ralph and Amy and Ann and April and Charles and Chris and Alexia and Flavia and Hans and Julian and Krista. What's up, Krista? Krista can tell you all these things are what you're supposed to do, right, Krista? She knows. Kylene is on here. Marcelo, Raquel, Tasha. Yeah, Krista makes her head. She says, yes, these are the things that you should do. All right, guys, I'm super grateful you were here today. Again, if you ask for an introduction to Targetable, you're getting one today. If you want to know about the lights, email me. If you have any questions, DM me, email me. I'm super grateful for it. If you're watching the replay, hit us about Targetable, hit us about this other stuff. It applies to you too. I know we're going to send the replay. And Flavia, thank you. I appreciate that. Kevin, thank you. I appreciate that. Angela, Amy, thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I'm grateful. I do it here for you. Make it a great, tasty day. Okay. Here's my freeze face. All right, guys. Thank you.
Advertise smarter with Targetable.